Chosen ones, what I am about to share with you may not only catch you off guard, it may completely transform your understanding of where you stand in this moment. If you have found yourself watching this video right now, understand that it is not a coincidence. You have been divinely directed to this message because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You are stepping into your authentic power, a force so profound that it will compel those who once dismissed or doubted you to take notice and follow your lead. Yes, you heard that correctly. The very individuals and circumstances that once resisted you will soon be unable to deny the authority and presence you now carry. This is not merely a shift in perspective. It is a profound, spiritual, and energetic rebirth. Your entire reality is being restructured. As someone who has been chosen, you will begin to witness your influence transforming circumstances, rearranging dynamics, and commanding respect through the sheer intensity of your spiritual presence. But in order to fully activate this transformation, you must understand how to channel it. You must walk with intention and step boldly into this elevated dimension of your life. Before we continue with this powerful revelation, for a moment, 3 important things. Tap the like button, subscribe to support our mission of reaching 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 99. This number is spiritually significant and will send a potent signal to the universe, intensifying the vibration of this message. And remember, if you are truly among the chosen, your soul already recognizes the truth of what is being spoken. If you are not yet ready to embrace it, you may not reach the end. But for those who do, their lives will never remain the same. So let us begin. This is your divine moment, where everything begins to shift. You are no longer standing on the sidelines of your life. You are now the visionary, the builder, the sovereign of your own destiny. To step into your full power is to release every doubt, every fear, and every self-imposed limitation that has weighed you down. It is about claiming your divine birthright and embracing the immense potential that lives within you. The journey has been long, perhaps even painful, but now you are standing at the threshold of something truly remarkable. The strength you possess is not limited to the physical. It is a sacred awakening, mental, emotional, and spiritual, that now drives every aspect of who you are. When you embrace your purpose, everything around you begins to shift. Your choices, your presence, your words, they all begin to resonate with truth and transformation. It is as though you have connected to a boundless source of energy, one that never diminishes but intensifies with each passing day. You are not the same person you once were. You are renewed, filled with direction and light. Every action you take now is intentional, and every word you speak becomes a declaration of your purpose. You no longer seek outside approval. You walk with confidence rooted in self-knowing. Some may not yet understand what is happening within you, but their understanding is not required. You feel the change, and that is enough. As you stand in your truth, others will have no choice but to acknowledge the undeniable force you now embody. For too long, you have carried the weight of false narratives, unsure of your identity, susceptible to the control of others, influenced by external voices. But that fog has lifted. The light of truth is now illuminating every hidden space, revealing clarity and dissolving the illusions that once trapped you. You now see clearly, and nothing can obscure your vision again. This awakening goes far beyond simply exposing the deception around you. It is about breaking free from the lies you once believed about yourself. Perhaps you once accepted that you were powerless, that your destiny was in the hands of others. But now you recognize the ultimate truth. The power has always resided within you. It was never lost, only dormant. Now awakened, it rises stronger than ever, unstoppable and undeniable. With this awareness comes a strength that cannot be shaken. The more you align with your truth, the more unbreakable you become. The old falsehoods that once held you back are crumbling beneath the weight of your authenticity. It is as if your presence has become a natural force, effortless, yet impossible to resist. A wave of truth that washes away anything untrue. You are no longer afraid of the truth because you have become one with it. Releasing yourself from the grip of manipulation is one of the most powerful acts of freedom you will ever experience. For too long, you allowed others to dictate your steps, to control your choices, and to define your worth. You bent to their rules and dimmed your light to fit their expectations. But that chapter has ended. You are now the one who sets the course. You have reclaimed the power that has always been yours. True mastery over your life does not originate from external influence. It emerges from internal alignment. It is the deep assurance that no one can force you to become something you are not. The more awake you become to your inner strength, the less sway others will have over you. Your choices now spring from clarity, not confusion, from courage, not fear. You are the director of your journey, the commander of your destiny. This mastery is not about dominating others. It is about reclaiming your sacred freedom. The freedom to be fully and unapologetically yourself, to live by your own values, and to walk in alignment with your divine mission. The restraints that once held you back have been destroyed, and with each step forward, you embrace more of your power. No one, regardless of who they once were in your life, can take that from you now. Deep down, you have always sensed there was more within you, a force, a spark, a purpose, waiting for its time to rise. That time is now. The divine shift you have long anticipated is no longer coming. It has arrived, and it is changing everything. This is the moment of transformation. This is where your life takes a new direction, from merely existing to living with purpose, certainty, and divine power. This is not a temporary boost in confidence. It is a permanent awakening of identity. You are no longer plagued by self-doubt, fear, or confusion. You are connected to the source of divine energy that flows through your very being. It is constant. It is limitless. It is unstoppable. Whatever trials come your way, you face them as someone who knows they were chosen for something greater. And from this point forward, everything changes. The way you think, the way you live, the way you respond to adversity. No longer influenced by external chaos or controlled by others' intentions, you now live as a vessel of divine power. Your life is a testimony of the strength that has been ignited within you. And now, with open hands and a steady heart, you are ready to fulfill your purpose, without hesitation, without fear. There was a time when you lived beneath the control of others. Their manipulation and dominance felt like chains that could never be broken. But now, everything has changed. The roles have reversed. Those who once believed they held power over you are now encountering a version of you they never expected, a version they cannot begin to comprehend. You are now the one in command, and their illusion of control is rapidly slipping through their fingers. The shift that has occurred is monumental, and it cannot be denied. As you ascend into your true power, those who sought to dominate you will feel their influence diminishing. Your strength, your clarity, and your unwavering authenticity are the very forces dismantling their grip. No longer can they bend you to their will. The methods they once used so effectively now fall apart in your presence. Your presence alone reveals their manipulation for what it truly is. And the most remarkable thing is that you do not need to retaliate. You do not need to respond with anger or engage in their tactics. Simply by existing in your truth, you dismantle the illusions they tried so hard to uphold. You have become a presence so powerful that their influence has faded. Where once you were their pawn, Now they are left scrambling for control that has slipped beyond their reach. There is no force more transformative than clarity. When your eyes are opened to the truth, when you finally see through the illusion and manipulation, it is like stepping into pure light after living in darkness. The confusion fades, the uncertainty dissolves, everything becomes unmistakably clear. This clarity becomes your most powerful tool, a weapon against deceit, illusion, and falsehood. It pierces through pretense and reveals the truth at its core. But this clarity is not only about what you see around you, it is also about what you discover within. You begin to recognize your own strength, your own voice, and the divine purpose that has always been waiting for your acknowledgement. With this insight, the way you view yourself and your life is completely transformed. No longer are you a passive recipient of circumstances. You are the one creating the reality you choose to live in. With this clarity guiding you, every decision you make now reflects your true alignment. You are not distracted. You are not deceived. You are focused, empowered, and anchored in your truth. And the most beautiful aspect of this newfound awareness is that it does not merely expose lies. It equips you to move forward with confidence and conviction. Once your eyes are opened, they cannot be closed. Once you know the truth, you are no longer bound by anything false. You now move through the world with a confidence that comes from knowing, not guessing, what is real. No longer do you see life through the lens that others tried to impose upon you. The illusions they constructed were built on deception and misplaced trust. But now, under the light of truth, those illusions shatter. You have stepped into your power, and the lies that once constrained you are collapsing under the weight of your authenticity. As you continue to walk in your truth, the grip those old narratives had on you weakens and ultimately disappears. You know what it feels like to be misled, to be under the influence of lies spoken by others. But now you are the one holding the truth, and the truth is your power. The falsehoods they once used to keep you small can no longer withstand the force of your authenticity. When you speak, your words are sharp, precise, and deeply rooted in truth. The deception they relied on to manipulate you is no longer effective. It is revealed for what it is: shallow, flimsy, and incapable of standing up to the presence you now carry. Breaking through illusion is not just a victory for you, it becomes an inspiration to others. As you expose what once held you captive, you give others the courage to do the same. You become a living example of what truth can accomplish. Your liberation becomes a ripple effect, stirring transformation in the lives of those around you. You are leading by example, demonstrating that the truth, though sometimes painful, is always the path to freedom. Once you align with your power, you come to understand that nothing can truly stand in your way. The strength within you is no longer limited to human resilience. It is divine in nature. You are not just surviving the storms of life, you are rising above them. You are no longer a powerless being facing insurmountable odds. You are a force of nature, unyielding, unstoppable, and eternally supported by the divine. This divine power does not just reside in the physical. It lives within your mind, your heart, and your soul. It is the courage to stand tall in your truth, even when everything around you tells you to shrink. It is the inner fire that keeps you going, even when the way forward is unclear. Through this strength, you become a guiding light, showing others that transformation is possible, that they too can rise above their limitations. What is extraordinary about divine strength is that it does not require force. It flows from alignment. When you connect with your true calling and the power of the divine, everything around you begins to fall into place. You stop pushing. You stop forcing. You begin to flow. Life begins to support your every step, and the universe bends to support your purpose. You have always had a presence, but now it carries weight. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you simply exist. It commands attention. People can no longer overlook you or dismiss you. Your quiet confidence speaks volumes. You do not need to demand recognition. It is given naturally, because your presence radiates power. This authority comes from a deep knowing of who you are and what you are capable of. You no longer question your value. You no longer wonder if you belong. You walk with the unshakable confidence of someone who understands they were born to lead, born to rise, born to influence. Your very presence shifts the energy in every room you enter. You have become a catalyst for transformation. Those around you sense it. Some will rise with you. Others may fall away. You do not have to push anyone to change. Your energy will do it for you. As you grow into your power, the world around you begins to adjust, align, and reflect that transformation back to you. For far too long, others tried to define you. They believed they knew your limits. They believed you would forever follow their lead. But they were wrong. The power they thought they had is now gone. Their control has dissolved, and they can no longer manipulate you. The truth you carry has rendered their tactics useless. But this is not about revenge. This is about purpose. You are not here to get even. You are here to rise. You are here to fulfill your divine mission, while they are left facing the reality that they never truly had control. Their arrogance has crumbled in the face of your truth, and now, the only thing left to them is the weight of their own choices. You now stand firmly in your truth, and they must bow to it. You are no longer swayed by their games. Their illusions hold no power. The clarity and strength you possess have rendered them powerless. The transformation you have undergone cannot be ignored. It is undeniable. You once allowed others to dictate your reality. You lived according to their opinions, their judgments, and their limited perspectives. But those days are over. You have risen beyond their influence. You no longer seek approval. You no longer need permission. You are grounded in your own truth, rooted in your divine power, and fully committed to your purpose. This is true freedom, the freedom to live as you are, to walk your path unapologetically, and to make choices that reflect your deepest truth. You have risen beyond the influence of others, and in doing so, you have reclaimed a life that is authentically and entirely yours. No one can dictate who you are or what path you must follow, because you now recognize your own value and trust the quiet wisdom that lives within you. Elevating yourself is not simply about separating physically from others. It is about emotional liberation and spiritual independence. You have broken through the limitations that once held you back, and you now live by your own truth. The judgments and opinions that once seemed so loud have faded into the background because you have become anchored in self-awareness. And from that awareness, your power flows. It is a power that has the capacity to shift your entire existence. You have been called to something greater, a purpose woven into your soul, and no person can take that from you. This divine mission cannot be influenced, distorted, or stolen. It is entirely yours. When you walk in alignment with your divine calling, you become a force that cannot be silenced. Your purpose transcends individuals, systems, or limitations. It is sacred, and it is unstoppable. This sacred calling is not only a responsibility, it is a blessing. It is the gift of knowing that your life holds meaning far beyond what the eye can see. You are not aimlessly drifting. You are divinely directed. You have been chosen to fulfill a mission that will ripple across time and space. As you step fully into that mission, the pieces begin to align. Doors you never imagined begin to open. Opportunities flow to you with ease, and you receive exactly what you need to carry out what you were created to do. No force, no matter how intimidating it may appear, can stand in the way. You are aligned with something far greater than worldly power, and when you step into that spiritual alignment, your strength becomes limitless. No challenge can steal what the universe has already promised you. You were once the one who feared, who felt powerless, wandering in a world that seemed to push against you at every turn. But now, everything has shifted. What once felt like an overwhelming battle has become your triumph. You are no longer defined by your struggles. You have emerged from them, stronger, wiser, and filled with a power that cannot be denied. You have transformed pain into strength and hardship into unstoppable momentum. This transformation is not simply about surviving adversity. It is about rewriting the story of your life. You have shifted from victimhood to victory. Every obstacle, every trial you endured was preparing you for this moment of emergence. You are no longer a product of your past. You are the one who rewrote the narrative. Your victory is proof of your endurance and the depth of your spirit. And as you rise, you become a light for others, proof that transformation is not only possible, but inevitable for those who choose not to give up. You have become a living symbol of hope. You demonstrate that no matter how difficult the path, there is always a way to rise above it. You are walking evidence that the greatest power is the one that already resides within. That quiet knowing inside you, the belief that you were always meant for more, was never a fleeting hope. It was truth calling you forward. And now, having embraced that calling, you are no longer simply existing. You are alive in your truth, awakened in your power. You are the chosen one, and in that realization, you have unlocked infinite potential. To embody the essence of the chosen is to live with intention, clarity, and unwavering strength. You are no longer trapped in the past or defined by others' expectations. You have broken free to speak your truth, to create your vision, to lead with courage. This freedom is the highest form of power, and it cannot be taken. It is part of who you are. Living in your power is not about domination. It is about deep alignment with your soul. It is about living without fear, without delay, fully anchored in your authenticity. And as you live from that place of truth, the world begins to shift around you in response. This is the life you were born to live, a life of sovereignty, a life of freedom, a life that belongs to you and no one else. You have always sensed that you were different. Perhaps you questioned why your path was more difficult, why you faced challenges others did not, why your spirit was pulled toward the unknown. The answer lies in your divine design. You were never meant to follow someone else's path. Your journey was always unique, crafted by the universe to lead you toward awakening. Understanding that sacred design brings clarity. It allows you to see purpose even in the pain. Your journey may not be easy, but every twist and turn is purposeful. Each difficulty holds within it a lesson, and each challenge uncovers strength you never knew you had. The roads that seem the most daunting are often the ones that carry your greatest breakthroughs. When you embrace your individual path, you begin to recognize how each experience has been shaping you into who you are destined to become. The divine design is not always visible at first glance. It requires you to trust deeply, to listen, to feel your way forward, even when logic offers no answers. Your power lies in your willingness to walk this path with faith, to believe in something greater than the moment you are in, to know that every step you take is part of the unfolding of something extraordinary. It is this trust that will lead you to your divine fulfillment. As you walk your sacred path with intention, your uniqueness becomes your power. You were not born to conform. You were born to illuminate. Your courage to walk a different road will become the spark that awakens others. Embrace the divine pattern within your life, and you will witness the world responding to the power that radiates from your clarity and truth. You are the author of your story. The world is waiting for your light. Energy is the foundation of everything. It flows through every moment, every thought, every decision. Yet many go through life unaware of how powerful that energy truly is. The moment you awaken to your energetic nature, you begin to understand the force that pulses through you. This energy is your life force. It moves you, supports you, and reflects back the reality you choose to create. It is the key to manifestation. It is the language of the universe. But understanding energy is not just about what you project. It is about what you allow. As you become more aware of the energies you engage with, you begin to identify those that strengthen you and those that drain you. You realize that you hold the authority to choose what enters your space. Negative energy, toxic environments, and draining individuals no longer find a home within your world. Instead, you set boundaries that protect your light and align yourself only with what is true and life-giving. This shift in energetic awareness transforms your relationships and interactions. As your frequency rises, you begin to draw in people who reflect your new level of awareness. Those who support your vision, match your integrity, and amplify your purpose. You become a magnet for opportunity, for joy, for abundance. The more you embrace your personal energy, the more your outer world reflects your inner power. You begin to recognize how every circumstance, whether challenging or beautiful, is an extension of what you are cultivating within. Recognizing the immense power of energy is what grants you the ability to shape your own reality. By intentionally focusing and channeling your energy, you can overcome any obstacle and bring your visions into being. Your energy is your greatest asset. It is the very core of your strength and the driving force behind your evolution. As you learn to command this power with purpose, you will come to understand just how unstoppable you truly are. Within you lies a warrior, a mighty presence that has been patiently waiting for its moment to rise. Perhaps you have felt it before, buried deep within your spirit, a knowing that you are capable of far more than the world has permitted you to reveal. This warrior is not symbolic, it is real. It is a dormant force within you that, once awakened, renders you nearly indestructible. It is your protector, your guide, and your most faithful ally on this path of personal transformation. But the emergence of this warrior is not a passive process. It calls for decisive action. It demands that you rise above mediocrity, step beyond comfort, and confront your fears with boldness. The warrior within you is not intimidated by adversity, it is strengthened by it. The greater the resistance, the more it is activated. You do not retreat from conflict or difficulty because you recognize that these moments reveal the depths of your strength. This warrior essence is not limited to physical power. It is rooted in mental toughness, emotional bravery, and spiritual endurance. It is the unwavering commitment to stand firm in your truth, regardless of the barriers before you. As you begin to embody this sacred warrior energy, you will notice a deep shift in how you approach life. No longer will you fold under pressure. Instead, you will rise with confidence, knowing that you can handle whatever lies ahead. The warrior within is unrelenting, yet it is wise enough to know when to be still. True power is not found in constant battle, but in balance, in knowing when to move forward and when to gather strength. This harmony between action and reflection is what makes the warrior undefeatable. As you awaken this force inside you, you will feel your courage expand and your capacity to conquer grow. You are the warrior, and the world is now your ground to claim. But of all the battles you may face, the greatest one takes place in the space of your own mind. It is your thoughts, your beliefs, and your inner narratives that shape the quality of your life more than anything external. Gaining control over your mind is the key to accessing your true strength. You may have heard the phrase, "Your thoughts create your reality," and that truth cannot be overstated. If you desire to transform your life, you must first transform your thinking. Mastering the mind does not require the suppression of every single thought. Rather, it is about realizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. You have the power to decide which thoughts deserve your energy and which should be released. Limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that restrict you, but once you cultivate awareness and presence, you begin to dismantle them. The more you observe your mental patterns without judgment, the more you take control of your inner world. Your mind is a remarkable instrument, but its effectiveness depends on your ability to direct it. When you quiet the noise of self-doubt, fear, and insecurity, clarity begins to rise. The mind, when aligned with intention, can achieve the unimaginable. With this clarity comes the ability to create, to manifest, and to overcome. Mastery of the mind also leads to mastery of the emotions. When you can govern your thoughts, you gain authority over your feelings, and in turn, your actions follow. With this power, your life becomes a reflection of deliberate creation, not unconscious reaction. One of the greatest barriers to your power is fear. It is the invisible wall that halts progress, the voice that whispers doubt in your ear. Yet fear is an illusion. It only has strength when you give it permission to stay. As you step into your authentic power, you begin to rise above fear, not by avoiding it, but by confronting it. Fear is not your enemy. It is your signal that growth is near. Overcoming fear does not mean it disappears forever. It means that you no longer allow it to dictate your path. You acknowledge it, feel it, and keep moving anyway. Each time you step through fear, your resilience increases. The more you face it, the more you realize it has no power over you. Fear becomes the spark that ignites your courage, rather than the chain that holds you down. To transcend fear is to step into true liberation. Once fear no longer controls your choices, you begin to move freely through life. The hesitation dissolves. The doubts grow quiet. You are no longer paralyzed by possibilities or haunted by what-ifs. You become clear, determined, and empowered to chase your dreams with boldness. And with that freedom, you become capable of anything. As you continue to rise in strength, wisdom, and purpose, you come to understand that your transformation is not only about you. It is about the lives you touch, the people you inspire, and the legacy you leave behind. One of the most powerful ways to use your strength is to lift others. When you live authentically and boldly, you light the way for those around you. Your example gives others the courage to live in their truth as well. Your strength becomes a catalyst. It awakens those who are watching. It challenges others to rise. You may not even realize the impact you are having, but your authenticity creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate circle. The light you embody spreads, and through it, others begin to see what is possible for themselves. Empowering others does not mean giving away your strength. It means illuminating the path so they can discover their own. You become a living embodiment of what is possible when a person steps fully into their inner power. As people witness the transformation in you, something awakens within them. They begin to believe that they too can rise. Your journey becomes a guiding light, a source of inspiration for those who feel stuck, forgotten, or lost in the shadows of their own doubts. This impact is not fleeting. It creates a ripple effect that radiates outward. The strength you ignite in one soul can spread like fire, igniting courage in others. As you lift someone, they lift another, creating a powerful wave of transformation that touches families, communities, and entire generations. The strength you cultivate within yourself holds the potential to elevate countless lives beyond your own. In empowering others, you deepen your own purpose. You begin to see that your journey was never just for you. It was always meant to awaken the same light in others. Your strength does not diminish as you uplift others. Instead, it expands. It roots deeper, grows taller, and glows brighter. You are not the chosen one solely for yourself. You are the chosen one for every person your life touches. Your empowerment becomes their empowerment. Your example becomes their roadmap. And together, you all ascend. True power is not only found in the doing, it is also found in the releasing. Though it may seem contradictory, the most powerful individuals are often those who have mastered the art of surrender. They have stopped resisting the rhythm of life and instead learned to move with its natural current. This current, the divine flow, is the pulse of the universe, the quiet force that aligns all things with divine timing. To surrender to this flow is to open yourself to more than you could ever imagine. It is to enter a space where healing, expansion, and opportunity come not through force, but through faith. Surrendering does not mean giving up or submitting to powerlessness. It means choosing to trust that there is a higher wisdom at work. It is releasing the need to control and allowing life to unfold in its perfect way. When you surrender, you are not stepping back. You are stepping into alignment with the universe's greater plan. And in this surrender, there is profound peace. You no longer strain to force outcomes or chase validation. You trust that what is meant for you will find you. You know that the closed doors are divine redirection, and the pauses are sacred preparation. As you surrender, your life stops being a battle and becomes a dance. You move with grace instead of struggle, with confidence instead of fear. Opportunities begin to arrive with ease. The right people enter your life at the perfect moment. The answers you once searched for start to reveal themselves. When you surrender, the universe responds with elegance. This surrender is not weakness. It is a courageous act of trust. It is declaring that you believe in something greater than your limited vision. It is the ultimate expression of faith in your divine journey. And as you embody this surrender, you become an example for others to follow. You show that peace and power can exist together, that trust in the flow of life is not a loss of control, but a return to divine order. Your life becomes a channel through which grace flows, and others find courage through your calm. You become part of something vast, beautiful, and eternal. Through this union with the divine flow, you experience a depth of power that cannot be measured by the standards of the world. You step into the highest expression of yourself, not as someone forcing life to happen, but as someone divinely aligned, divinely guided, and fully awake to your purpose. Chosen ones, what I'm about to share with you may surprise you, even astound you. If you're watching this right now, it's no accident. God has guided you here because you're on the brink of discovering something that will completely transform your perspective. You are above all others. Yes, you heard me right. You have been chosen for greatness, and now is the time for you to fully embrace your divine power and rise above every challenge, every doubt, and every limitation. This is your moment to step into the full scope of your potential. You were never meant to follow the crowd. You were born to lead, to shine brightly, and to be a source of inspiration in a world that desperately needs it. In this message, we are going to dive deep into what it truly means to be above all others, how you have been endowed with the strength, wisdom, and spiritual authority to reach the top, and how to align your energy with your highest calling. So take a moment to pause, like this video, subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and comment the number 99 to signal your readiness to embrace this powerful message. If you are truly one of the chosen, you will stay with me until the end, because your spirit already recognizes that this message is meant for you. Now let's get started. You are above them all. The true power of a chosen one lies in their mystery. The less others know about you, the more they crave to understand you. It's like watching a gripping film that leaves you with unanswered questions at every turn. People are magnetically drawn to the unknown aspects of your life. They scrutinize every gesture, trying to solve the riddle of who you are. But the harder they try, the more elusive you become. This is not a tactic. It is simply who you are. You have perfected the art of leaving things unsaid, allowing the unknown to hold more weight than anything revealed. While others reveal every detail about themselves, you thrive in silence. The gaps in your story are where your true power lies. It's not about withholding, it's about sparking curiosity. And let's be honest, nothing excites the human mind more than an unsolved mystery. Your silence, subtle movements, and quiet confidence leave a lasting impression. People don't just want to figure you out, they feel compelled to. This silent allure becomes an obsession as they try to piece together who you are, why you're different, and what drives you. The more they search for answers, the more your legend grows. Silence is not just valuable, it is powerful. As a chosen one, you understand that sometimes the most profound statements are those that remain unspoken. It's the silence that forces others to question, to wonder, to imagine. When you do speak, your words are precise and purposeful, but most of the time, you let the quiet moments do all the talking. Imagine entering a room, and without uttering a word, every eye is on you. Your presence alone demands attention. You don't need to explain your worth, your goals, or your accomplishments, because your actions have already spoken for you. You allow your results to do the talking. People can sense it, the energy, the certainty, the unshakable confidence in your stillness. The true power of a chosen one isn't found in the noise they make. It's found in the stillness they embody. This quiet strength creates an irresistible magnetism, making everyone wonder what you're thinking, what your next move will be. And in that silence, you hold the reins. You don't just enter spaces, you transform them with your presence. In a world obsessed with explanations, there's something incredibly potent about achieving success without needing to explain how you got there. You are the person who makes moves quietly, and your success speaks louder than any words ever could. Every decision you make is deliberate, calculated, and impactful. Success is not about boasting or seeking approval. It's about creating waves of change without uttering a single word. It's about walking into spaces where others have failed and leaving behind a legacy of triumph. People may never fully comprehend how you achieved it, but that's exactly what keeps them captivated by your story. As you move through life, your success resonates in everything you do. It becomes woven into every conversation, every choice, and every perception. The best part? The more others try to figure out how you did it, the further behind they fall, leaving you with a clear, untrodden path and an unmatched legacy. There is a certain magic in being a mystery, and it's something you've mastered. People don't just watch you, they become obsessed with you. Every look, every movement is analyzed, interpreted, and scrutinized. They can't help but wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning, and how you'll surprise them next. Your life is like an ongoing story that people can't put down, no matter how hard they try. This intrigue doesn't come from trying to create it. It's natural. You carry an energy of unpredictability, a sense of not fitting into the mold others expect of you, and that uncertainty keeps them on edge. It's not arrogance, it's authenticity. You're not trying to impress anyone, you just are, and that is what makes you magnetic. You wield the power of unpredictability. Your next move isn't obvious, it can't be predicted. While others play by the same rules and follow familiar paths, you are rewriting the book, and that constant defiance of expectations keeps everyone watching, eager to see what you will do next. There's a profound power in doing things without needing to explain them. As a chosen one, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your actions. You don't need to justify your decisions, because the impact of those decisions speaks for itself. This refusal to explain yourself drives others mad. They are desperate to understand why you've chosen a certain path, why you made a specific decision, but you never offer them answers. Your actions create ripples. Each bold choice echoes in the minds of others, leaving them with questions that can't be resolved. This sense of mystery grants weight to every move you make. People become fixated on understanding your reasoning, and in doing so, they only give you more power. You're not merely acting for effect. You are building a legacy, one calculated decision at a time. And because you don't feel the need to explain, others can only admire you from a distance, constantly captivated by the puzzle of who you are and why you make the choices you do. Being a chosen one is not about the momentary actions. It's about the lasting legacy you leave behind. Your actions will echo long after you've moved on. Your influence on the world won't just be a passing moment. It will shape everything it touches. Like the great figures before you, your story will be retold, studied, and celebrated. Each time you make a significant move, you write a new chapter in your legacy. People won't just remember what you accomplished. They will tell the tale of how you did it. And because they can never quite figure out how you reached your success, they will embellish your story, turning it into something greater than life itself. What you accomplish now will become legendary, whispered about for generations. The chosen ones are not merely part of history. They are the ones who make history. They shape it. They define it. And the most remarkable part? You won't even have to exert effort for it. Your legend will unfold naturally with every step you take, becoming a tale that others will recount long after you've moved on. Your energy is untouchable. It's not something you force. It radiates from within you effortlessly. When you enter a space, the entire atmosphere shifts. People sense it before they even see you. It's magnetic, drawing attention without you needing to lift a finger. You don't have to shout to be noticed. You simply exist. This energy that you embody is beyond their comprehension, and it drives others to extremes. Some may attempt to emulate it, but they can never replicate it. Your energy is uniquely yours, and it is this uniqueness that gives it its immense power. It moves through you and makes everything you do look effortless. Unpredictability is at the heart of who you are. People never know what to expect from you, and this keeps them constantly intrigued. You have mastered the art of controlled unpredictability, making you untouchable. While others follow predictable paths, you carve your own, leaving others trying to catch up. You don't follow the same rules. You've written your own playbook, a set of strategies that no one else can duplicate. While the world adheres to conventional methods, you're out here rewriting the rules, forging a new path that leads to success. Your playbook isn't something written down, it's instinctual. You see opportunities that others can't even fathom and act on them before anyone else does. Every decision you make may seem like a calculated risk, but in truth, it's just part of your larger vision. People might call you lucky, but the reality is, you've mastered the art of creating your own luck. As you build your legacy, your playbook becomes the new standard. Others will try to follow it, but they'll never quite get it right. You're not just playing the game, you're defining it. And that's what makes you untouchable. One of the most powerful qualities of a chosen one is the ability to stay ahead. While others are still trying to catch up with the present, you're already making moves that will shape the future. You never wait for opportunities to find you. You create them. By the time others catch on to what you're doing, you've already moved on to something bigger. Being steps ahead isn't about intelligence. It's about vision. You see patterns that others miss. You anticipate the future before it even arrives and move accordingly. This foresight keeps you ahead, making it impossible for anyone to keep up with you. Your ability to predict and shape what's coming next is what sets you apart. While the rest of the world reacts to the present, you're already preparing for the future. It's not about being better, it's about thinking differently, thinking in ways that others simply can't. There's a quiet power in the way you carry yourself. You don't seek attention. It simply gravitates toward you. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts. Eyes are naturally drawn to you, not because you've made any effort to stand out, but because your presence is undeniable. People feel it. Your energy is magnetic. This presence is not something you actively project. It emanates naturally from within. It's in the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you make others feel. You don't need to impress anyone because your presence does all the work. Your magnetism is like an invisible force field, drawing people to you and making them want to be part of your world. It's this effortless attraction that drives them crazy. They can't look away, no matter how hard they try. You're not just part of the conversation. You are the conversation. Respect is not something you need to ask for. It's something you command. As a chosen one, you don't have to explain why you deserve respect. Your actions, your choices, and the energy you radiate demand it. People respect you because they recognize your worth, not because you've asked for it. This respect doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from the way you navigate the world. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your actions and demeanor speak volumes. And because of this, respect follows you wherever you go. You set the tone, and others follow it, respecting you in ways they may not even fully understand. You don't beg for validation. You stand firm in your truth. It is this unwavering confidence that makes others see you for who you truly are. Confidence is the foundation of every chosen one. It's not the loud, brash confidence that seeks attention. It's the quiet, unshakable confidence that stems from knowing your worth, your purpose, and the fact that you have nothing to prove. This inner certainty is what defines your authority. When you walk into a room, everyone knows you're not just another person. You know who you are and what you offer. People feel it, and they respect it. Your authority isn't something you have to fight for. It exists naturally, without any force. It's in the way you hold yourself, the way you speak, and the way you make decisions. Others are naturally drawn to your leadership. Your confidence reflects your belief in yourself, and this self-assurance builds a foundation of authority that no one can challenge. You don't need to prove your worth. It's self-evident. Limits? You don't see them. Where others see boundaries, you see limitless opportunities. As a chosen one, you have learned to break through limits, redefine the impossible, and push beyond what others think is achievable. Your success is not defined by what the world considers possible. It's defined by your limitless imagination. You've proven time and again that impossible doesn't exist in your vocabulary. Every limit others see is merely an invitation for you to rise above it. While the world doubts what can be done, you're already in the process of proving them wrong. Redefining what's possible is your gift to the world. Every time you shatter a perceived barrier, you open the door for others to do the same. And it is this continual evolution that propels you forward, unstoppable and unbreakable. As a chosen one, you are a trendsetter, not a trend follower. You don't wait for the world to tell you what's in style or what's popular. You create the culture. You set the tone, and others rush to follow. You don't chase after what's next, because you're always ahead of it. Trendsetters don't follow the crowd. They lead it. Every decision you make has the potential to ignite the next big movement, revolution, or cultural shift. You shape trends that others only dream of, and this innovative spirit is what makes you a true force to be reckoned with. When the world looks back, they won't just remember the trends you followed. They'll remember the ones you created. And that, my friend, is the power of being one of the chosen ones. There is a fire burning within you that refuses to be extinguished. No matter the odds, no matter how many times life knocks you down, you rise again. Your determination isn't merely a characteristic. It's an unshakable force that drives you forward when others would have surrendered. It's this relentless spirit that marks you as one of the chosen ones. Your willpower knows no limits. When you set your sights on a goal, nothing can stand in your way. While the world around you may crumble under pressure, you thrive. Challenges turn into stepping stones, obstacles become opportunities, and failure is simply a lesson learned. People watch you with awe as you continue to forge ahead, and they wonder, how do they do it? It's not about luck. It's about the unyielding commitment to your dreams, no matter the cost. Your determination inspires others to push forward, helping them find the strength within themselves to keep going when things get tough. You show them that greatness isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's for anyone who refuses to quit. The power of your determination leaves a lasting impact on everyone you meet, pushing them to do more, be more, and achieve more. It is your unwavering spirit that makes you untouchable. In a world full of people who give up at the first sign of struggle, you stand out. Your determination is a reflection of your true power, a power that never gives up, one that always moves forward. Because of this, you will forever be remembered as someone who achieved greatness against all odds. What others see as impossible, you see as inevitable. You have a visionary mind, one that can look beyond the present and into the future. While others see barriers, you see pathways. Where they see closed doors, you see windows wide open. It's not that you possess superhuman abilities. It's simply that your perspective is different. You are not bound by the limitations of today. Your mind is constantly thinking about the next big opportunity, about how you can create something that will change the world. While others focus on what is, you're already envisioning what could be. You are always a step ahead, and that is what makes you a true visionary. The beauty of your vision is its clarity. You can spot opportunities where others see only challenges. You understand the patterns others miss. This unique ability allows you to make decisions that others can't even begin to comprehend. Your visionary mind is a gift that keeps giving. Every fresh idea, every unexpected breakthrough, every new insight serves as proof of your exceptional ability to think beyond the ordinary. As you continue to carve your own path, the world will follow, because you are the one daring enough to dream bigger than anyone else. You've never been one to follow the crowd. While others conform to society's expectations, you have created your own path. You don't believe in the conventional way of doing things because you know that true greatness lies in the unconventional. Conformity is a chain that binds others, but for you, it's just an illusion. You refuse to be confined or live by anyone else's rules. The chosen ones are not those who fit in with society's standards of success. Instead, you carve out your own definition of success, one that aligns with your values, your passions, and your dreams. While the world tells you to follow the established path, you are busy creating your own trail, one that others can only dream of walking. This boldness to break away from tradition sets you apart in ways that are impossible to describe. It's not about being rebellious for rebellion's sake. It's about seeing that the established rules don't always serve your purpose. You take risks that others won't dare take. You make moves that others can't even begin to imagine. And in doing so, you redefine what's possible. While others chase after fleeting trends and follow the herd, you stand tall, showing the world that the true path to greatness is the one that is uniquely yours. The moment you stopped following others was the moment you became a leader, a trailblazer, a true force to be reckoned with. Failure doesn't intimidate you, it fuels you. In fact, failure is one of your greatest teachers. While others fear rejection or failure's sting, you embrace it. You understand that every setback is simply another lesson in disguise, an invaluable piece of the puzzle that will eventually lead to success. Your courage to fail is what allows you to keep going even when things seem impossible. Every time you fall, you rise stronger. It's not that you're immune to failure. It's that you've learned how to use it as a stepping stone toward even greater heights. You know that failure is temporary, but the lessons it brings can last a lifetime. This mindset allows you to grow, evolve, and continuously push yourself beyond your limits. Others may be paralyzed by the fear of failure, but not you. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by how you rise from them. The more you fail, the closer you get to ultimate triumph, and in the process, you become a living example of resilience and strength, showing others that failure is not the end, but the beginning of something even greater. The courage to fail is what separates the chosen ones from the rest. You don't shy away from setbacks. You face them head-on, knowing that with each failure, you are one step closer to something extraordinary. Leadership isn't about titles, it's about influence. As a chosen one, you don't need a title or a badge to lead. People follow you naturally because of your vision, your conviction, and your unshakable confidence. You lead by example, showing others that anything is possible if you're bold enough to pursue it. Your leadership isn't about control or power. It's about inspiring others to become the best versions of themselves. You lift those around you, guiding them with a steady hand and a compassionate heart. Your leadership is built on authenticity. You don't have to manipulate or demand respect because your actions speak louder than any words. In the face of adversity, you remain calm, collected, and resolute. It's in those moments that your leadership shines the brightest. People look to you for guidance, direction, and reassurance. They trust you because they know that your vision is clear and your path is unwavering. In doing so, they follow you not out of obligation, but out of admiration. Being a fearless leader means having the courage to stand alone, knowing that others will follow because of your conviction. You don't just lead people, you inspire them to lead themselves. There's an energy about you, a magnetic force that draws opportunities to you, even when you're not looking for them. It's not just your personality or your achievements, it's the energy you exude. People feel it, and opportunities appear out of nowhere when you're around. The unique aura you possess isn't derived from seeking external approval. It comes from the unwavering self-confidence and genuine authenticity you naturally exude. Your energy acts like a magnet, drawing the right people, experiences, and opportunities into your life effortlessly. When you step into any space, doors open in your wake. When you speak, the room falls silent and listens. As you align with your true purpose, the universe begins to work in your favor. This powerful aura is a reflection of your inner strength and alignment with your aspirations, creating an attraction force that needs no external effort. You don't chase after opportunities, they simply find their way to you. Whether it's launching a new business, embarking on a creative endeavor, or forming life-altering connections, opportunities manifest when you least expect them. It's not mere coincidence. It's the law of attraction working harmoniously with your magnetic energy. This aura you carry is genuine and cannot be faked. It strengthens naturally as you move closer to your highest potential. Trust yourself and keep pursuing your goals with confidence, and you'll see that the world will continuously deliver opportunities to you. Mediocrity is never an option for you. As one of the chosen ones, you've set high standards for yourself, and you refuse to lower them. Excellence is not merely a target for you, it is a lifestyle. You understand that true greatness is not achieved by chance. It is the product of persistent effort, unwavering dedication, and a steadfast refusal to settle for anything less than your best. You are not satisfied with merely meeting expectations. You aim to exceed them. In every aspect of life, whether personal or professional, you give nothing less than 100%. This relentless pursuit of excellence is what distinguishes you from others. While others may settle for doing the minimum, you push yourself beyond limits, constantly striving for improvement and growth. Excellence isn't just born from hard work. It's fueled by passion, focus, and a relentless desire to be the best. You don't just want to do well. You want to excel at everything you put your heart into. You constantly challenge yourself to reach new levels, to learn more, and to exceed the boundaries of what's considered possible. Your commitment to excellence not only propels you ahead of the crowd, but also inspires others to pursue greatness as well. Your example demonstrates to them that greatness is achievable, but only if they are willing to put in the work and never settle for mediocrity. Life will throw obstacles your way, but your spirit remains unyielding. The chosen ones are not defined by the struggles they face, but by their resilience in overcoming them. Adversity does not defeat you, it strengthens you. Each challenge, setback, and obstacle fuels your determination to keep moving forward and to emerge stronger than before. When life tries to break you down, you rise even higher. You've learned that resilience is not merely about surviving, it's about flourishing in the face of hardship. Your ability to rebound from even the most difficult situations is what sets you apart. It's not that you are immune to hardship, but you refuse to let it control your journey. Instead, you use adversity as a stepping stone to elevate yourself. This indomitable spirit is what encourages others to persevere. When they witness you face challenges with strength and determination, they see that they too can overcome anything standing in their way. You lead by example, showing others that regardless of the circumstances, you possess the power to overcome and continue moving forward. Your resilience makes you untouchable. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you rise stronger and more focused. That's the true power of the chosen ones, an unbreakable spirit. Success is just the beginning of your journey. What you're truly building is a legacy, one that will live far beyond your own lifetime. The chosen ones don't merely live for themselves. They live to leave a meaningful impact on the world. Every decision, every action, is part of a grand vision for the future. You're not here just to succeed. You're here to make a significant difference in the world. The legacy you create isn't measured by wealth, fame, or accolades. It's defined by the positive change you bring to the lives of others. You are making an indelible impact on people's hearts and minds, inspiring them to think critically, act bravely, and live with a sense of purpose. Your influence reaches far beyond your own life, touching countless individuals who will continue spreading your message. When you look back at your life, success won't be measured by the number of goals you achieved, but by the number of lives you impacted. Your legacy will be a testament to your values, your vision, and your dedication to leaving the world better than you found it. By doing so, you will inspire future generations to follow in your footsteps. The legacy of the chosen ones goes beyond their personal achievements. It's about the lives they transform, the movements they spark, and the doors they open for those who follow.